Get my mic. It's not registering input yet. Let's just give it a sec. There we go. Okay. Since it's the intro, I'm just gonna let it play through. This game is so beautiful. They really get to show off a lot of like the best aspects of their engine. I think this is the 4A engine, like their own like proprietary software and stuff. I'm gonna fact check that real quick. Yeah, 4A engine. So, wow, this came out almost 2 years ago. My gosh. And I probably haven't played it in about a year. Super solid game. I'm interested to see how it runs. I know they fixed a lot of the bugs and stuff. Spatial audio. Maybe I boosted a little bit. I like sign subtitles. There's hints. I want to make sure that I have weapons. You know what? I think I'm gonna change my throw secondary to middle mouse button, and then I'm gonna change melee attack to tab. Then I'll do load movement. What used to be V. I assume it's backpack. The Y is time, B is binoculars, N is night vision, it gets Q, L. I'm gonna change those because I'm so used to the lighter being M. Journal can be L. F hold, that's fine. Swap filter T, that's fine. Backpack I. I feel like I'm gonna turn that into V. I'm gonna look and just make sure I don't have any weird. Oh, maybe that'll keep as V then. Back inventory, backpack can be I. Yeah, whatever. Good enough. Video resolution. This is just what I'm gonna tab out and just make sure that I'm using the optimized NVIDIA specs real quick. Exodus. It says I'm using optimal settings, so I think we're good. All right. Hopefully we don't get too many crashes. Yeah, so oh, that's when I was just testing to see what I was getting. I'll just play normal for now. I'm not gonna go for like full achievements or anything like that.
I still remember life before the war. I remember that we used to be different. Used to live up there, on the surface. We used to be the masters of the whole world. We built gigantic cities of glass and steel. We crossed the oceans at will. And we also conquered the skies. There used to be 7 billion of us. We were not born for life in the tunnels. I was born to breathe fresh air, and I remember it.
I think the canon ending is the good ending, so I'm just going to be going for that. So I'm going to try to save all of the crewmates, make sure everybody makes it to the finale, you know. I believe you only need 2 out of 3.
The 7 billion were wiped out by the last war. Only 50,000 managed to survive underground, with the surface poisoned, burned, and teeming with horrible monsters. One day the radiation on the surface might subside, and our grandchildren or their grandchildren might be able to return there. At least that's what my brothers in arms from the Order believe. Basically, there was no hope for us right off the start. Still, we humans are just too bad at surrendering. We tried to make the best of what we had, banded together, and worked to make the Metro our new home. After all, it might well be the only place left on Earth for humans to live. For a time, we thought we could make it. But, regrettably, the war didn't kill our bad habits. In the relative safety of the tunnels, corruption festered. And when danger came from above the ground, only a few of us stood against it, our numbers dwindling by the day.
This game looks so good.
But I remember we were born for a better life, and I can't accept that I'm destined to grow old and die underground. I don't care if I'm called an idiot. But if even a single shard of the old world still exists out there, I have to find it. Between endless years of hopeless existence and even a single moment of hope, I must choose hope. I must find that signal.
Wow, maybe I should turn VSync on. I'm getting 130 frames right now. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter because it's being encoded as 60 FPS no matter what. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of stuttering. Just a little bit. Once I get control of him again, I'll switch it. So yeah, it's fair to say that this is inspired by 2035, but it isn't really based on. There are very, very few things that are the same between. I mean, it's just a completely different story. It's just they kind of took the opening concept of 2035 and then they were like, what if everything else is different after that point? Yeah, I'm gonna change video. Oops. Just do auto. Quality. Do ultra. Sync. Well, let's see if that tries to put it to 185 hertz or not. Gamma seems fine by now. NVIDIA RTX, yes. Ray tracing, we'll do high. Airworks, yeah. Advanced physics. Filtering, shading rate. I don't know what this does. Your guy. Okay. First crash. No. Oh, applying changes. Jeez. See, I platinumed this on PlayStation, but I have not. This is the first time I'm like actually playing on PC. Oh, okay, they're making it locked at 120 frames, so I'm gonna go to half desync. Oops. God. Gosh, this just feels so much smoother than the other two games. What do I have right now? Nothing. Okay, so I just have the shotgun. Oh, it's gonna get weird trying to get used to these new like controls, like holding E for everything instead of just tapping. I don't remember where all the photos are. Or the notes or anything like that, like the journals. So I'm just gonna grab everything that I remember or everything that I can find. I remember a few hidden stuff like secrets and special achievements and whatnot, so I'll just do everything I remember. Eventually I'll come back through and I'll try to 100% it. I have the gold edition, so I do have the DLCs, and I actually never played the DLC on PlayStation. I think it's like one is called Two Captains, and I don't remember what the other one is, but you know, I'll probably play those two. I might go off and do something else first, and then come back and do the DLCs. I love these games, but playing them back to back to back is like making me want to play other stuff. So I'll just play it by ear. You're not in danger until this point, and it's just quick time event. No big deal. The retexture is amazing. Like they look so much better now. Like I don't know if that's supposed to be a Nosali or a Watchman. I wonder if it would tell me, like in a journal. No. I'm getting some. But they just look incredible. Like the new engine, the new graphics, like even the character designs. There's a note. Oh, I'm full. Okay. So yeah, there's...
August 14th. Don't you have anything better to do than mess with that thing, Mikhailych? Oh, am I bothering you? We can't do anything without the welding burner, and this way, I can at least make a record. Ha! Did you hear that? Of course I did. I'm about to go deaf from their howling. Why do you want them recorded? I heard the Polish people are studying these migration patterns and whatnot. So, they are buying records and stuff, but they have to be taken properly with date and place and all. Oh, hell, get the date and place correct this time. They'll read it on your gravestone. Forget this thing. Mikhailych, get over here. Coming!
This is what makes the games immersive. You know, this is like...
I hope at least Sasha got away. They rushed us through the whole tunnel. It was down to grenades and knives in the end. Then Mikhailych blew the gas cylinders up. Howling again. I think that's it.
So, there really are two ways that you can play this. You can run through, you know, you can kill the enemies, you can go get the stuff, go do the missions. And that's fine, you know, that's great. But even just taking 2 minutes to like listen to this, all of a sudden you have context for what happened. You know, it's not just, oh, people died, whatever. Now it's like, okay, we know there was Sasha Mikhailovich. You know, we know that they like made a stand, they got overwhelmed. It's just, it's the added things that make the game so much more immersive. And it's so easy to just miss stuff or choose to ignore stuff. I'm just going to go to the door, because if you go to the door, you enter the quick time, you don't have to deal with anything with these guys. So I think we just mash E and then we're going to get rescued by our friends. I assume these are watchmen. Yeah, it's watchmen. Okay. I couldn't remember. I was pretty sure. So this is us getting introduced to our squad. So Duke, Demir, Idiot, those are actually the three. These three are the crux of getting the good or the bad ending. Or not Idiot, sorry, Alyosha, I think. It's Duke, Demir, and Alyosha for each of the three areas of Volga, Caspian, and Tundra? I think it's called Tundra, like the final, like big area.
Looks like Artyom's been on another one of his mad trips up top. Poor kid. He got one too many explosions at D6.
Where to now? Left, across the square. Hey, Damir, do you think the Colonel knows what Artyom been up to here? How am I supposed to know? Ask him yourself. He radioed from the ring, said he'd be here tomorrow. Hey, you! Leave him alone!
I killed him myself with my slingshot.
Let him learn to stand up for himself. How else can he hope to survive in the metro? Rise and shine, people! Hang in there, Artyom. You're gonna get a fresh dose of Spartan blood now.
It's all an allusion to the ending. Oh, she looks so good.
Artyom, are you awake? It's okay. The doctor said you'll be fine. Are you trying to kill me with worry? What if next time you don't return from the surface? There's no one out there, Artyom. No one to find, no one to talk to. If there was, don't you think they'd be here already? We've talked about this again and again. You have to accept it. There's only us.
Colonel. Hello, Alex. There you are, you stubborn fool. How many times are we going to have this conversation? I don't care if you kill yourself over this silly dream of yours. But don't you see what you're doing to my daughter? Your wife?
Dad, please.
The Order is short on men after the battle for D6. But you leave. People need you, and you pursue your selfish obsession. But now this shit has to stop. There's only Metro, nothing else. And the Order is
So
here
that's
to
a fucking
defend it.
lie.
Because if not us, then who? You look fine to me. So get ready to go. Then we'll discuss your transfer to Polis. Come, we need to talk.
I'll get the doctor. Artyom, please. Promise me this was the last time. I'll see you later.
Well, there's like pretty good physics on the clothes too.
Artyom, we managed to bring you back from the brink, but people are giving you their blood, which could save so many wounded, and you keep bringing it back irradiated. Don't you think that is unfair? Let me put it this way. I can't promise I'll be able to bring you back next time.
So, yeah, like in the book, Artyom has spent so much time on the surface that like his hair's falling out. He can't have kids anymore. Like that's a big point of contention between him and Anna in the books, is that she's mad at him, she's pissed at him, because she felt like she was swindled, where he was this big war hero. He saved the Metro twice, came in, and she was taken up with that. But then, you know, he cracked at D6 and he couldn't even have kids. Like they tried to have kids. They thought maybe that would like help their marriage, and there's a whole thing. The book is like, it ends on a kind of light note, but there is just some really sad crap that happens in 2035. Like Dmitry Glukovsky kind of beats you down a little bit with like character deaths or character betrayals, and just Artyom being like abandoned by everybody who he like built up like relationships with during the book. Yeah. So I don't remember like all the minuscule, like, oh, if you listen to them you get a moral point, something like that. But there are pretty obvious things that you can or can't do that will lead you either to the good ending or the bad ending. So, and it'll change with like each area that we're in, so I'll talk about them when it's actually relevant.
Oh, I can't believe my eyes. Artyom, you're all right. You give
Man,
us
this
a
looks
haircut.
way better on PC
Artyom.
than it does on
How are you,
PlayStation.
friend? I see you're all right. This calls for a celebration.
A few more scars and you will be completely irresistible to any woman. Speaking of which,
Alyosha,
how
you're
are the
a
nurses
usual
in the
now,
hospital,
guys.
huh?
Could you just stop crowding him? Welcome back, Artyom. Привет, Artyom.
All right, you're all dismissed. I give you 2 hours, people.
Oh, it's official. I knew it. So I brought something.
And here we go again.
Please, let's not repeat
Man,
the
that
last
lighting though, that's got to be the ray tracing. This is like the first. I did some like system settings, like adjustments in Cyberpunk, and I didn't really notice a lot of ray tracing. But I feel like the lighting is significantly better right here. Like just in that scene, like the clothing on Anna's shirt.
More of nothing? Artyom, The only thing I can hear is that Geiger counter ticking. Why, yes, and there's also those damn things. Calling all the time. Let's go home, dear, please.
So there's
Don't you
really
think I'd also love to live on an ocean beach or in a green forest. But what good are these fantasies in a silent world? Silent, Artyom? Because it's dead.
Oh, you'll get your comeuppance, don't worry.
We took our time. Time to replace our filters. Move it. We don't need any extra radiation.
Gosh, it just feels so good.
Father will kill me if he finds out I went
It's like
out of
even
the-
a lot of the
Twice he
like
learned to
look
get into a
and
hands-off
feel
limit zone.
of the Reduxes are a little bit dated.
Have you been to all these ruins? See all the destruction. And Moscow had the best anti-air defenses in the country. If this is how it looks now, imagine how the rest of the world looks.
So there we got a note. I think that's it for the...
Had to scare a demon away. It was getting too comfortable here.
I think there's like 2 retextures that I actually preferred in like the previous versions. I think Miller looks better in 2033 and in Redux. Like I prefer his look.
Look, maybe you should come back to the Order. We'll move to Polis.
Oops.
Dad says he'll
And
arrange a flat for us.
I think the demons, I remember
Because
preferring the
if
look of the
not us,
demons
then
in
who?
the Reduxes than in
A
Exodus.
flat with a kitchen and a shower. Let's go in turns here. It's not stable enough. Careful.
Oops.
At least it held. Well, I'd say we're out of the woods. Whoa! Hear that? Turn the light off.
How am I still getting noticed? Huh.
Did you hear that?
There's something over here too in one of...
Again.
So this, they replaced the analog clock with a digital one. So oh. You know, you can usually just let your companions do most of the work. You don't have to burn all your ammo all the time. Although I will say that resource management, I felt like with the inclusion of like your backpack, item management and ammo management is significantly more streamlined and easier in Exodus than it was in Last Light or in Redux. Oh, there's that note, I think is what I was remembering. Again, I haven't played this in about a year, I think. Great game. Great game. I kind of wanted an excuse to play this. So I was like, oh, well, I'll buy it on PC. And then I bought it on PC, and then I was like, well, why don't I play through all of them and just do like a marathon? Because I hadn't played 2033 in a while, and I hadn't played Last Light in like 2 or 3 years. I figured it was a good excuse for me to jump back into, you know, a series that I really, really do love. I have a lot of fond memories in these games.
Hear that? It's a pack. Just what we need. A draw. We're lucky the mutants hate each other as much as they hate us. I really don't get why this zone is off limits to stalkers. The radiation and beasts are nothing special.
So that's kind of hinting at the truth.
The pack is here.
I messed up. I messed up. I was supposed to... I'm just gonna quick load that. I was busy checking the corner. Wow, that's choppy. Yikes.
Limits to stalkers. The radiation and beasts are nothing special.
So, I'm supposed to come up here and like hide so you don't have to fight.
The pack is here. So, do we turn this place into Thermopylae, or do we let them pass?
Let's let them pass.
Wait it out. Looks like that was all of them.
I think we started right
I'm
there.
glad they didn't notice us. That was a large pack.
For the most part, the level design is
Is this why your
fantastic.
zone is off limits?
In
I mean, if all
Exodus.
the packs here are like that.
I know people kind of complained most about Tundra. I think it's called Tundra. The forest level, like the last kind of big open area. Oh yeah, there's a photo mode. I do F camera mode. Oh neat. Yeah, so you can get... Is that gonna render? Looks weird. Or is it? Huh. He's like not fully rendered. Weird. Anyway, oh, I think there's an achievement for
Damn, too high.
wiping your mask. I think there's one in like all three. Like there's, you know, find all the journals in all three, wipe your mask, disarm traps, open safes. Like those are kind of the mainstays, I guess, of like the achievements. There's always like, oh, complete this without getting noticed, or complete, you know, whatever. So I'm gonna go for that whenever I get to Taiga. It's called Taiga. That's what it's called, which makes way more sense because Tundra is not what that is. It's Taiga.
Far away.
Like Taiga, there is an achievement for going undetected through the entire
Can't see a thing.
level.
Or here.
I
Let's
think.
switch to radios.
So I'm gonna be going for that. Even though I like killing all the raiders, 'cause they're a bunch of a-holes. Oh yeah, that's a big deal. It's a train.
A train! A damn train on the surface! Where? Shit, what do we do, Artyom? Look! It's our guys from the Order! Looks like they're chasing that train too. Let's join them!
Hey, come on, get inside!
How did you guys get here? Did you see that thing out there?
We sure did! Come on, get in!
Uh-oh. I always feel like I have a hard time stealthing in this game.
You should have checked first, assholes. Artyom, thank God. These people, they're Hansa, not the Order. Assholes. They did a number on you. Well, Dad will rip them a new one
Look,
for
what's
that.
going on in this Moscow of yours anyways?
Of yours? You're putting this like you're not from here.
We aren't. Our village is about 200 kilometers from here.
What village? You're not from Moscow?
Just a regular village. We came here to find the boy's father. Left for Moscow about a year ago and never came back. But then
Oh,
we
the
got
curtain
caught by these
is
here.
pulled
You mean
back.
there's life outside?
Why wouldn't there be any? Sure, there are lots of bad places and lots of beasts around, but we still get by.
Artyom, you're right. People really do live out there. We didn't know. We thought we were the only survivors. God, we'll tell the whole metro about this.
The Hack and the boy out!
Hey, you people drove us halfway to nowhere.
They can handle it!
At least give them their masks back.
They won't be needing any masks.
I forgot about dogs.
Fool. He could have lived. Let's go.
Okay, there's a note. Or right around. See, they're like harder to see, I think, in this one, just because they're not uniform. Like they all look a little bit different. They don't like flash. They don't stick out quite as much. So yeah, these are all the dead people from outside the metro, or like outside of Moscow, or people who have discovered the truth. Okay, yeah, here it is. We're given a silenced pistol pretty soon.
Damn, watchman broke through. Getting killed standing guard. Workers are done for.
Keep your weapon trained when we open it. If anything comes through, shoot.
Oh yeah.
Attention! The turntable is switching on.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be a guy down here that we can knock out and get his stuff. Oh, Yermak, yeah. See, it's all coming back to me. So yeah, right here. We're gonna meet Yermak.
Just about enough of your whining, you old fuck!
You're heading straight for the ravine if you don't shut up.
Now listen, if you come out of here, we won't accept this shit again. Okay?
Animals. Yeah. How can they? What can I do? The mutant? Watchman! Human? How did you... Oh my god. It's you she's been screaming about. Alive! You came for her.
Gosh, the modeling is so much better.
All right.
Well, I think Last Flight came out in like 2014 or something. So I mean, it makes sense. Like they had 5 years in a new engine, and
They took the girl to the base chief for interrogation. I can't take you to the main entrance. Too many guards. But we may sneak in from the back. Let's go. Don't rush though. If they notice you, we're both done for. Wait. You'd better not walk into the light. Let's do it this way. You sneak to the lighting panel and disable it while I distract. Looks like they didn't finish the repairs at the generator, Sergeant. Don't rush. Move crouched. It's quieter that way. Stay close to the wall.
Technician team.
Yermak, is that you? What are you mumbling? Come here and help me fix this.
Yes, sir. Got me already.
Come on, come on. Fixing
so Yermak is like one of the... He's a pretty cool character. I like him. He's like super innocent and very caring about like other people. I'm pretty sure later he's like very defensive towards like everybody that you meet. Like, no, we can't just turn people away. We can't abandon people and all that. He's very altruistic.
You'll have to take him down. Can you do it quietly?
Yeah, I'm not gonna... I don't remember. I mean, this doesn't have any like impact. Yeah. I mean, this is basically just a tutorial.
Wait a moment. Wait. Great. Now throw it. I hope that no... Well done. Let's go. Come.
Yeah, I like middle mouse button a lot more than C. I feel like my hands get all twisted up with you know, having like V next to C, then I've got Z, all that bottom row. F is for flashlight. G, like I feel like my index finger and thumb are trying to like do too much. So I think I like the throwables on middle mouse button a lot more. I love it. He's like, oh, God, that was close.
You're alive! Alive! Are you hurt? Hunter's badge? Stop the
It's like, oh, what a dick. Oh, this is so cool.
Attention. Control unit damaged.
Morons! We're at war! One task won't be enough for you now.
What is this equipment?
This is a universal broadband radio jammer.
What?
It stops Moscow from hearing anyone, and them from hearing us.
Emergency shutdown.
Shit. This
So yeah, this was a real thing too in the book.
Do you hear that?
Somehow Anna went like white-haired. Yeah, look at that.
You were right all
And this is
along.
cool because it opens up the door for like spin-off games where you could have, you know,
It's not
the
just
UK
Russia.
underground, the
It's
French
whole
underground.
world.
It's going to start showing up like America, Japan. Like any one of these would be like such a cool environment for a Metro game.
And you behave like fucking kids.
Oh, damn.
All the guards will be here soon.
Yeah.
Don't shoot! I'm with him. I'm with you. You have to run. Is this yours? They just left it sitting there. We must get out before they recover.
Oh, I think that was my flashlight.
Guards! You have to go sneak through the courtyard. Take the door the guards are coming through. Here, quick!
There's a pretty good way to go, like, where you're up on the rafters instead, but I always mess it up and I end up killing a whole bunch of people. So we'll see if I can't ghost it.
Run now. Just get to that hangar, then God willing, I'll get you out of here. They know me, so I'll get there easily.
Why are you helping us, Andrei Ivanovich?
I had...
Andrei Ivanovich. Oops. Andrei Ivanovich is a character in the books as well, I'm pretty sure. I think they're paying homage to, in Metro 2033, the book, there was a character who helped
I see the enemy.
Artyom when Artyom was like traveling through Hansa territory, I think.
Don't forget your visibility gauge, Artyom.
If you don't move too fast and don't come out into the light, you'll be harder for them to notice. Don't turn your flashlight on either, they could notice.
I'm gonna double check and just make sure that there isn't a achievement for stealthing, because there's something stupid. It's like finish the level, use the bucket lift, find maps in the laboratory, cast in level, tend the wedding, stand your ground against the bear, party. Complete Taiga without attacking anyone or getting noticed. So we're going to go for that. Complete Taiga, featured level, research facility, dead city. So that's just all story related. Get a kill with every ranged weapon. That's going to be easy to get. Install a mod of each category. That'll be easy. Spending 500 chemical resources on cleaning. I believe like that carries over, so you don't have to do all that in one run. I think it took me 2 runs to get that. Consumable resources. Yeah, that's all going to be easy. Finding all the upgrades for Artyom's suit. So there's upgrades throughout, like, all the different levels. Patch the gas mask. Run out of filters, hazard zone. So the patching the gas mask, that'll be easy. 300 mutants, 500 Tykar. Find a tune on the radio, that's easy. New game plus without... Oh yeah, I forgot they added like iron mode. 2 kernels. Okay, yeah. So there isn't one for I forget what it's called. There's like a ghost level.
I'll give you some cover from above.
Where I think it's for Last Light. It's literally like get 0 kills that were unnecessary. So you have to essentially stealth or knock out everybody in the game, and only kill things that you have to kill. So even like if you make a mistake and there's like no solis that you didn't have to kill, I'm gonna get noticed. I didn't. Oh my gosh. Hold middle mouse button to choose. Keep the kittens out. This way we can go like up and around. Okay, we're just gonna knock out. Oh, turn it off. Stresses me out when that happens. We're gonna turn off the lights. It's gonna make it a little bit easier, and then we can like go up and around for quite a little bit of distance, like up there, and then you can just drop down. It's really the easiest way. You can shoot your way through too if you don't really care about stealth or don't care about unnecessary kills. I mean, these guys are assholes, you know? I mean, they're like filling mass graves. So it's not morally bad to kill them, but it's not necessary. So I'm not gonna do it if I can help it. I'm just gonna let him pass a little bit in case I make too much noise dropping down.
The command center came under enemy attack. The attackers are assumed to still be on the base territory.
I'm changing positions.
All unauthorized persons have to be fired upon immediately. Civilian personnel movement is prohibited until further notice.
There's like
Attention.
a shack or something. There's like an item out there. I think there's a note that we're gonna miss. I don't really care. I'm not going for all the notes this time around. So I care more about just finishing and not taking 8 million years.
We're inside.
So yeah, you can also come in from the back there.
Take the mask off, Artyom. Now we have to find Yermak.
Oh, it's just the same thing. Oh, actually, I'm gonna take that. Yeah, and that like weapon upgradability I think is super cool. They just did a good overall job of like taking the base games of like what makes Metro games and just bringing it into like the like next gen, like the modern era of gaming, you know. Okay, this is where I always mess up.
Artyom, they got Yermak. We have to get closer. If you get closer, I'll distract them while you rescue the old man. Artyom, try going down that ladder ahead. Just be careful.
There's nobody out there, that's for sure. If the outside gates are put on the watch. Is somebody guarding Yermak?
Yes, sir. Mika's watching him. Captain, sir, if I may have permission to speak, this Yermak is one shady character. What was he doing in the train?
Group A, report your status.
What the hell is this? Gotta tell maintenance.
Group D, continue patrolling the hangar. Group A, check the courtyard and generator room. Communications were
I don't
lost
remember
there.
if he checks in on the radio.
They just had to attack now, these fuckers. Now
I'm just gonna.
for at least a week longer. It's been over a month already. And I feel like shit. I should see the doctor.
You should tell the Major. Might be time for your transfusion.
Oh yeah, I think it's called the Aurora. I love this train. It's such a good concept. I'm excited to see what the next installment will look like.
Group D,
Did I miss a ladder?
redeploy to the wind turbine zone.
Oh, it's there.
Sneak ahead. No need to play heroes for a change. Let's wait till they walk off.
I repeat, Group D redeploy to the wind turbine zone immediately. Group B is under heavy attack from Watchmen.
allowed to just walk around now. Does that mean you're going to ready the train for me?
What's the matter with you today? Why do you even want to do that now? You only had an outing planned for tomorrow, and it's bound to be cancelled now. Just stay put for now. We'll have to have a long talk later about breaking the rules.
All clear.
Am I glad to see you here?
Yay! Bigger buddy.
Are you alright?
I'm fine, thank you.
And then this goes off the rails, and it's not our fault.
All right. We don't have much time. They'll be back. I'll go to the engine. It should be ready now. You go up there and switch the turntable mechanism on. And please, be careful.
Yeah, I think they automatically know that something's up. Yeah. Yeah. Anna's a pretty good shot, and she'll, you know, like, people are actually useful. You know, your squad mates and stuff. So don't feel bad to just kind of let her push up and stoke some damage and stuff, because she's invincible. And you're very vincible, so... much. Yeah, it just feels so good, like the shooting.
Turn the turntable on.
Alert! All groups,
Oh,
to the
I
hangar!
fall. Wow, I only care. Oh, that's right, because you can get capacity upgrades and stuff. I like looked down. I was like, I can only carry 90 bullets. What? I'm gonna be back here actually. Oop.
Victor, sit in the fucking track! Contact commander! Do it, now! Man down here!
Jeez. Okay. So yeah, there, like, I only shot like one guy. You can let Anna take care of it. It's kind of timed, like, that happens.
That was intense. Are you okay?
There's a manual drive on the platform. It's hard to
Artyom.
Okay. Yeah, so that's that. Oh, I forgot about this. Oh, she's.
More guards. Get them.
That's the wheel we need to turn. There we go.
Let's do this
Okay.
together.
I thought you could just run up to it, but I guess you have to kill those. I think it's like 3 guys come around. It's kind of hard to see because of the steam.
Yes.
I think the way I'm gonna do these is I'll probably do it based on the chapter. So I'll stop recording and re-record after after we do like our, well, no, probably after we like kill the other train, and then I'll do the interlude with Olga as one sitting, and then I'll do that for each of the like main levels.
might be damaged.
Just that it's like broken up all nice, you know. Oh yeah, it's dear old dad. Oh no, this isn't. This is Hanzo.
Shoot these two. And as for the engineer,
What do you mean, shoot these two?
don't you dare give me limp, soldier.
The Colonel will give you a piece of his mind now. Colonel, sir, we have a situation here.
Anna!
Dad! Guys! It's us! Help us!
What the hell?
Artyom, what are you doing here? Talk about
Colonel,
surprise.
this will mean court-martial for all of you.
All right, everyone, shut up!
Miller's like, motherfucker.
Just calm. Shit!
It's like worst case scenario.
You're working for them? The bastards shot Artyom!
Quiet!
They...
How did you end up here? It doesn't matter. You have no idea what you just stuck your heads in. We've no moves left. Hansa can't take this line.
No
down.
shit,
The Watchers
Sherlock.
won't let
No,
them.
I won't be quiet! What is this jammer for? Why are they hiding the fact that Moscow didn't survive alone? There,
What is
in the
Anna
ravine,
talking about,
there are
sir?
people
It's
from
one of his
other
illegal
cities,
force.
dead! All of
Everyone
them,
shut
women,
up.
children!
I'll tell you all later. Everything. Gramps, what's going on out there? Down this road?
The road is fine, at least until 100 click mark.
Is there a safe place to stop nearby?
Of course. We have to make haste though. They called the cruiser.
All right, gentlemen. Artyom and Anna have just made a huge mess, and I can't go back to Moscow now. The wartime legislation dictates they'd be killed. In any case, I have to get them out of town until it all blows over. But you all should stay. Hear me, Major? My people are in no way related to
It's not my
this
call, and you know it.
misunderstanding
Well,
at the
I'll
jam.
fight for the guys no matter what.
Of course, Artyom, Anna, they are with
The
us.
order leaves no one behind.
All right, Spartans. Throw these overboard and full steam ahead.
Come with me, Artyom. Let's catch some air. I'm so glad the boys supported us. It looks like my father didn't say a word to them about this either. We spent 20 years in Metro, thinking the rest of the world was burnt to a crisp in the war. But they just circled Moscow with those jammers, and we were none the wiser. How perfect of them!
Yeah, that's got to be like such a mind-blowing revelation. Especially after like the war. Or the two wars, I guess.
My father just kept lying. Lying to you, to me, to everyone. The whole fucking world. And not even batting an eye.
Yeah, there's the cruiser. So when I was doing my like hardest difficulty run, dude, I died so many times here.
Stop the engine immediately and come out with your hands above your head.
Rest of the game's pretty manageable. There are parts of Yamantau that are super difficult, like tricky.
That was just a warning. If you do not comply, we
Like
will
I remember
shut
the
the jail.
was he a flamethrower guy or a minigun guy? You guys know who I'm talking about if you've played the game. He killed me quite a few times too.
How is this his fault? You knew everything and never said shit.
Caspian with the Baron, like up on his like little veranda or veranda, whatever you call that.
Oh fuck! Are you okay? Yeah, just a scratch.
Alyosha's like constantly getting hurt, and it's kind of sad.
Start slowing down. Let them think we are surrendering.
Ah, finally some good sense. Now, keep braking to a stop.
Well, grenades will barely scratch their paint, so...
How about from the inside?
Not enough explosives. Unless we put everything we have in their firebox.
Please, let me do it, Colonel, sir. I will be appointing the volunteers here. Our team will do it.
He's just punishing me.
Because he started it all, and he better do something about it.
Yeah.
Artyom, leap over as soon as we slow down.
I'm also basically Superman, so I mean I think it makes sense.
Is that you, Yakov? Yeah, so cut the shit, Miller. There's nowhere to go. You've never been out here. We have. We weren't going to go far. Just out of town for a bit till the excitement quiets down. And you just opened fire. Will you let us go if we stop? I have to detain you and bring you back to face trial. You do understand the charges you're facing, right? Desertion. Treason. Are you fucking kidding me? Me? A traitor? You tell me.
Oh, press G to fix. Oops, nope, didn't mean to do that. Yay! So you pretty much have to get that. Oh, the achievement pop.
Cut that shit out. What are you carrying, man? Defense plans? You want to buy yourself a seaside retirement without life, you damn cripple? Plans? Treason? We have served you people without question for years. We have spilled our blood for the cause. You sold out. They destroyed us, and you? I have been a soldier my whole life. I have dedicated my life to my
Yeet.
people, my country. And I'll be damned if I give it to parasites like you.
I kinda hoped it wouldn't get to this. Oh no! Some assholes stole an engine of ours and are trying to escape Moscow. So we are after them. What was that? I give up! I give up!
God, I love it. Give him the old 1-2, Artyom. There's a note somewhere. I thought it was back here. I don't think it was, though. Huh. Filters, no. Here's a note. Huh. We'll find it. It's probably up right up here or something.
We're getting closer. Unit 13 at the ready. Unit 13, attention. Time's up, Colonel Miller. Easy. We are slowing down. But the brakes on this thing are busted. Don't sweat it, Colonel. My people will help you handle it.
On my mark. On the count of 3.
Yermak,
see, you don't have to kill anybody. You can just avoid them. Or you can run and gun. Like, that's fine too. You won't not get the good ending if you just run and gun like this area. It's totally fine to kill these people.
Don't shoot! I'm just a stalker. I'm not with him. They made me.
Oh, that poor guy.
Hold on!
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh my god, Artyom!
So that gets us the achievement Exodus.
Now we are not just traitors. We are honest-to-God enemy saboteurs.
Dun dun dun.
We stopped 100 clicks from Moscow to check our Geiger counters. The thing is, they are all in the green, as if they're in a conspiracy. Still, this amazing piece of news doesn't really impress anyone that much.
I'll go through. I'll go through
The
Winter,
guys are all confused
and then I'll
as
pause
what
when
to
we
do
get to
next.
Volga.
And I'm just waiting for answers. And hoping the commander, whom until recently I trusted implicitly, is going to be extremely persuasive in his reasoning.
As much as you can fault Miller, like, he could only, like, do anything based on the information that he had. So I don't, some people are mad at him and that he kind of fucked up, but
We are at a crossroads, so to speak.
I don't know.
Everybody can help but wonder, what next? Where do we go from here?
Yes, more or less what I...
dude, I have shoulders now. How cool is that?
You got the picture. So, is your counter functioning? Have you checked it?
Yes, it's all green. Double checked it. Stepan's in the green too. We don't need masks here.
So, they were telling the truth.
God, the lighting is so good.
Why won't you answer? Who were those people trying to kill us? Why would they shoot at you, the Order's commander? Explain something, at least. You owe us that.
Well, I might as well drop the bomb now. The war did not end.
What do you mean, did not end?
Let me finish. Most of our cities are destroyed. The rest of the country is probably under enemy occupation. To avoid new nuclear attacks against us, Command chose the only viable course of action: to play dead. To ensure radio silence, the SHIELD system was created. A network of radio jammers covering Moscow and suburbs. So that some radio enthusiasts wouldn't bring more bombs down on our heads by whining on air. And it's one of these jammers that got disabled by the hands of those present here.
Could you not have shared that before? Say, before Artyom took that radio outside and caught all that radiation?
No! I only got briefed half year ago, under a strict you talk, you die policy. And then had to tell my people we were securing a weather station.
Sir, with all due respect, if we can't go back, maybe we should advance and move on?
I have an idea, but... Artyom, rather than carrying on with this silent disapproval of yours, check the airwaves. We should be out of the jamming range by now.
So there's a couple things that don't make sense with this, like continuity wise, but it doesn't bother me too much.
Do you understand now why we are traitors in the eyes of Command? He shut down a jamming station.
Right.
Shut up the guards. Destroyed a patrol.
I think the trick is just to wait for it to like turn green.
Who even needs a trial when the case is so clear? There's no way back now. Which means we have to continue moving forward.
Command, what are you talking about?
The Moscow Defense Command. Have you ever heard of the Invisible Watchers?
I have, but they're just an urban legend.
Not at all. They are command.
Are you sure they care for more than just protecting their asses? You mentioned the Ark. What's that
There we go.
all about?
If Artyom finds their signal, you'll figure everything out. Otherwise, there's nothing to talk about.
Do you think...
Wait a moment, what was that? Listen, everyone!
Area 18-5. I repeat.
She's so photogenic, like, come on.
Where's that number supposed to be?
Area 18-5. Only by standing together shall we overcome any and all
The Yamantau Mountain. So the route from here should go like this. This is our goal.
So, is this what you had in mind?
Yes, this is it. The Ark Project is a whole city underground. Enormous stores, machines, the best experts. It is the Commander General's HQ. All of the country's leaders are there. They have already started the restoration work. We will tell them that Moscow is alive. It wasn't all for nothing. Everything will change. Everything. Do you get it? A new life is starting.
So it's actually kind of sad, like it's great
Are there any single women in that place?
that Miller's like feeling good, but it's like he has to do these like mental gymnastics because he's so order driven, like structure. He needs the structure, which is why he's in the military. He loves the top down hierarchical power structure. So he has to believe, no matter what, that what he's doing is worth it and that what he's doing is part of a grand good thing. And so it's making him like close his eyes to all the holes and like what's going on, and it's subtly done. And I forget at what point, but he turns to, you know, Artyom and he's like, I know I messed up. I had to believe, I had to push on, because if I didn't, then, you know, I would have lost all hope. And it's just such a good, subtle bravio, what is that called?
Sounds okay, but a cruiser of what?
Bravado. You know, he's got this bravado, but like just underneath the surface, you can kind of tell at points where you're like, okay, he has doubts, you know?
Hey, Artyom, let's take a look.
So we just unlocked Aurora. I don't remember what that is. Probably just finishing winter level.
Wow, that's some distance. I wonder how long it will take.
Yeah, we get to pick.
How are you, Alyosha?
Yeah.
I was expecting an
Let's listen to them and hang out with our crew.
You sure you're okay? Because I know you.
Artyom, what's done is done. Yes, I didn't stop you from going outside. Yes, I tried to talk you out of it. Yes, I didn't tell you you're not the only ones to survive. But even I didn't have the clearance. Not back then. This is a state secret. Do you understand? I've been granted clearance only after a fight to protect the D6. They said they needed me to teach their recruits because the war was still on. Don't you think I was shocked? What did our people in D6
See, this is kind of where it's alluded to.
my legs for? But I understood. Because the war was still on. Security was paramount. Our people would have understood. So please, do the same.
Dude, I do.
You would have spilled the beans to everyone in Metro. You're a goddamn Prometheus, a messiah. You must lead the people out of the caves. Do you think you would have saved anyone? Remember that jammer? What if Moscow has been found out because of you? What if there are missiles inbound? Anyways, no matter what they think of me, I'm no deserter.
See, he has to. He has to rationalize it this way, you know. Like, his points are valid.
But if there is even the smallest chance to earn my pardon, I will take it. Which means that we, like a runner that tripped, need to keep running ever faster just to keep balance. And don't dare you trip us all over again. Am I understood? I hope I am. Anyway, at least now we know where to run. So, go back inside and take a look at the map. Our route is pretty obvious now.
Just so you know, scars attract the ladies.
And there's definitely a lot of those up ahead.
I don't need a lot, really. It's quality that matters.
That'd be a cool DLC if we have like Alyosha go back to Taiga with what's her face. Oh wait. I want to listen to this.
About a year, I guess. At first, they got me to sign up by singing of my experience helping people. Told me about weather stations and mutant migration observers.
See, and we know that because of the tape we listened to at the very beginning.
About 2 months ago, they loaded a bunch of people onto my Aurora. The guards took them outside and came back alone. Told me they took the people to a nearby station, but I knew it had caved in years ago. A few days later, I was coming back from a run. Stopped the train, went and found those people. Soon they understood I saw that ravine. Fed me the usual lies about the spies and whatnot.
Did you believe them?
Well, it sure seems safer to believe. But then, I just couldn't keep the charade up. Then the security officer told me straight. Whoever you speak to dies. The whole station dies with him if need be. So, that's how it went. But when I saw you, and then Artyom, I knew I wasn't alone anymore. You can't just keep these things in.
Now I understand why you helped us back then. Thank you.
Don't mention it. God willing, it won't end up being done in vain.
Yes. Have you ever taken a train beyond city borders?
No. Didn't get a chance to go. I used to be a metro train engineer. I worked on the Ring Line. Ha! What a bore that was. Going round and round all day, round and round. And no real distance either. It used to take less than 30 minutes to make the lap. So I kept dreaming about how good it would be to just leave the metro and work on a real railroad. And travel around Russia. Not to run in circles like a rat in a maze. My wife wouldn't let me. We had kids, too. When I'd start going on about the railroad, about my dream, she'd stop sleeping with me for months in protest. Yes. But when Moscow got hit, my Tatiana and the little Sashenka were at home. I was working that day. Irishka was waiting for me in the metro, returning from cram school. So we survived together that day. But in the end, I lost her too. TP. You know how it goes. So, I'm driving here and talking to Tatiana in my head. See, I say, you couldn't stop me for good after all. Here I am, on a real railroad. A real engineer. Tanyusha. I'm sorry I got so emotional there.
Oh, it's my fault. I'm really sorry. And thank you for telling me.
See, it's like
Hey, Artyom! Is there any music on the air?
it's just you feel so part of this, and that's what I love about this game compared to the others. Is it's you just feel like part of this group. Let's see if there's another station. Boom. So there's join us on the air. That's an achievement right there. Oops. What am I trying to do? No. Oh, I have to right click and no. Oh, I see. Okay. I gotta left click. There we go. Okay. It's weird because you're supposed to tune with A and D. Oh, that's vodka. I thought that was coffee. Here we can check the stuff. This was a really cool addition too. Like, especially if it's a game that I care about. I love flipping through and looking at all the different stuff and the equipment. So yeah, we've got dogs, demons. They look so cool on this one too. Watchmen. They look way better. New world, so you get to read about all the different stuff. It just adds so much to the world, and that's why I love like just sitting down listening to them talk and because you feel like attachment to the characters. Okay, yeah, so this is, we completed Moscow, and now we're about to finish Winter. I'm just going to make sure there's not any other cool interactions, notes, there's a note.
Hello there, Artyom. It seems to me, whether it was intended or not, that our colonel now has a goal to strive for because of you. We all remember the way you fought back in D6, so no matter what lies ahead, we're with you. You can count on us. Yeah, yes. As for me,
So he's like the gun expert.
inventory check.
He's like the,
It is kind of.
I guess you'd call him the quartermaster maybe.
Thinking of making something of a workbench. So that's all the instruments we get, and everything else will be within arm's reach. With no workbench, you just lose small components. We'll use this place to work on the weapons, cleaning, oiling, keep out of everybody's way, and keep them from messing with my stuff. Well, we'll have to take turns, of course, but we'll manage. So, if you find any weapons you'd like to keep, I'll store them for you here on the Aurora, and you can come back to
There's weird particles going through the
We'll
screen.
get them back in their best shape ever. Don't you doubt.
Oh, it's probably from the fire. It's ashes.
Boy, have I cleaned and oiled a lot of weapons in my life. Factory and homemade too. Some of those were just amazing. So unusual.
I'm gonna let him go on, I gotta go.
So,
Just for a
if
sec.
you have any weapon-related questions, I'm your man. And weapons, they are like girls. They need attention. You clean your weapon well, you oil it, you check the ammo, because these dirty ammo caps do get rusty sometimes. But if you put your heart into it, the weapon never fails. Well, I'll just finish oiling this one, then start on another.
Alright. Let's go check on Stepan. Oh no, it's not, it's Duke.
You people could have called me out there to drink to Aurora. I still think Beelzebub was a better name.
No man, Aurora is a way better name.
By the way, did you come to trade places with me? Or did you just want some exercise? I heard that. Well, help yourself. Because frankly speaking, I'm a bit tired here.
I think he's the most junior member of the group, which is why he kind of has the shit detail.
If only you didn't have to pay for this comfort later. With your whole body.
Sorry, I'm adjusting my mic. Uh-oh. Oh. It's a first crash. So I might just stop there and figure this out. Crash has been detected. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to stop there and then restart once I fix it. So, oops.